So, good morning. Second year BA Computer Applications, network media, different types of network media or network. What are the different types of network media or network media are nothing but physical media. It is also called as a physical media. So, what what are the different types of physical media used in the computer networks? So we discuss all these things. So links, that what is a media or network media means it is a link that connects nodes. Node means workstations, PCs, resources, printers, computers, like that. So it is a media, physical media used to connect various nodes in a network by using some cables or by using some wires. So generally the network media have different properties or characteristics. First one is some speed, second one is security, third one is size. So speed of a media or a speed of a network, and security means what are the different types of securities or security measures used. Size means what is the size, maximum size of the capacity, like that. So wire-based media. Wire-based media means different types of cables or wires are used in networks. For the first type is twisted pair cabling. Twisted pair cabling. So most common LAN cable called Cat5 or 100 base T cable. 4 pairs of copper wires which twisted may be shielded from interface. Speed range from 1 Mbps to 100 Mbps. So this is the commonly used, frequently used network media. It is called as twisted pair cabling. Twisted pair cabling. So it is mainly used in all the networks or LANs. What is a LAN? And LAN అంటే local area networks. సో దాన్నే మనము ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ as Cat5 or category 5 cable అంటాము. It is also called as a Cat5 or category 5 100 base T cable. Next is 4 pairs of copper cable twisted. 4 pairs of copper cable twisted wires are used. Means 4 different colors of copper pair twisted pairs are used with shield. Some having some shield. అంటే షీల్డ్ అంటే కవర్ చేయడం, అంటే ప్రతి వైర్కి కూడా మనకి ఇండివిజువల్గా షీల్డ్ చేయడం, ఓవరాల్గా షీల్డింగ్ కవర్ అనేది ఉండడం. ద స్పీడ్ ఆఫ్ ద మీడియా ఈజ్ జనరల్లీ ఫ్రమ్ 1 Mbps to 1000 Mbps స్పీడ్, నెట్వర్క్ స్పీడ్ లేదా డేటా ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ స్పీడ్ అనేది మనకి ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఈజ్ వైర్ బేస్డ్ మీడియా. సో ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ వైర్ బేస్డ్ మీడియాలో మనకి ట్విస్టెడ్ పేర్ అయిపోయింది. సెకండ్ వన్ ఈజ్ కోయాక్సిల్ కేబుల్. వాట్ ఈస్ కోయాక్సిల్ కేబుల్స్? Generally, coaxial cables are used similar to cable TV wires. One wire runs through cable shielded from interface, speeds up to 10 Mbps. Nearly obsolete means మనకి coaxial cables means it is also called as network cable TV cables. One wire runs through cable and shielded from interface means some shields are there, and speeds up to 100 Mbps speed, supports up to 100 Mbps, nearly obsolete. Next one is wire based media. Wire based media means fiber optic cables. Generally data is transmitted with light pulses. Glass strand instead of cable. Immune to interface, very secure, immune to interface, and hard to work with, and speed up to 100 Gbps. So the latest technology or the latest media used is fiber optic cables. So generally fiber optic cables are very high speed network cables, data transmission cables. Data is transmitted with light pulses Data is transmitted with light pulses, and generally glass strand of media is used instead of glasses, or some glass type of media is used. And it is also the interface is protected from immune to interface, means because of using fiber optic cables it should be protected with from light. So by using some immune or cable or shield we may protect it. And very secure means there is no loss of data, or there is no error detections like that. And hard to work with means, but it is very difficult to set up or difficult to install. And the speed of the network is generally up to 100 Gbps. 100 Gbps means very high speeds network. So but it is very costly, difficult to use and set up, and difficult to install. Wireless media. So what is wireless media? All these are wired media, and this is a wireless media, means use the media without any direct cable or direct medias in a network. So wireless media. What is wireless media? So what is wireless media? Data transmitted through air. LANs use radio waves. WANs use microwave signals. Easy to set up, difficult to secure. So these are the characteristics of the wireless media. So data generally in wireless media, the data or information is transmitted through the air, means by using some satellites, by using some cells, receiving cell, center cell and receiving cells like that. LANs use radio waves. LANs means generally LANs are use radio waves, whereas WANs use microwave signals, and it is easy, very easy to set up. Why? Because it generally we require some dish antennas, or by using some cell towers. Generally there are two types of cells towers are used. One is for transmitting and one is for receiving. And but the data is not properly secured. Data is not properly secured. So another important component of network hardware regularly used is network interface card and network card, NIC or network interface card. It is also called as network adapter. Network card connects nodes to the media. Generally these network cards are used to connect nodes or workstations or pieces to the media. And unique machine, by using some unique machine access MAC address codes. So network hardware. So now what is the network hardware? Network linking devices. Network hardware means network linking devices. So how to link or how to use network cards, or how to connect a workstation or PC to a network, or a computer to a network like that. So connect nodes in the network. Cable runs from node to device. Crossbar cable connects to computers. So generally there are different ways to connect nodes or workstations to a network. Generally cables runs from node to device, and crossbar cables are also used to computers. So hubs. Next regularly used or frequently used hardware is hub. What is a hub? Center of a star network. All nodes receive transmitted packets, slow and insecure. So generally hubs are used to connect number of computers or stations to a internet. So hubs are used generally in star networks or star topology or star network లో యూస్ చేస్తాము. It is the center of a star network. Generally it is a small instrument, network instrument, hardware instruments. all computers and all PCs or all nodes receive transmitted packets, and all the computers and all the wireless devices are generally connected to the hub, and hub receives the internet connections or data from internet cable and it is very generally little bit slow and insecure also. So switches replaces for hubs, only intended for node receives transmission fast and secure. So switches are another network frequently is network hard instruments. Generally these are used for replacement of hubs. They are also for center of generally hubs are used for star networks, whereas switches are used for this bus network. So only intended node receives transmission fast and secure. So switches are very costly and they are used for fast data transmission and secure also. So network hardware. Next is bridges. So hubs, bridges and hubs, switches and bridges. So what is a bridge? Bridges are generally used to connect two or more LANs together. So to connect two or more LANs, we may use technology called bridge, instrument called bridge. Generally, packets sent to remote LAN cross or other packets do not cross, and segments of the network on MAC address. So generally, bridges are used to connect to two or more LANs and or two or more segments of the networks. So router, what is a router? Generally another hardware device is called as a router, connects two or more LANs and packets sent to remote LAN cross. Network is segmented by IP addresses. Connect internal networks to the internet. Need configured before installation. So generally routers are used to connect two or more LANs together. Packets sent to remote LANs and network is segmented by IP address. And network is segmented. So different IP addresses are used for different different IP addresses are used for different LANs and segments. Connect internal networks to the internet. Need configuration means generally some type of small configurations are required in the routers. So another network terms we are used is frequently a gateway. What is a gateway? Connects to dissimilar networks and connects coaxial to twisted pairs. Most gateways contain other devices. So generally gateways are used to connect to different types of networks or dissimilar networks. Generally they are used to connect with the coaxial cable to twisted wire cables. Most gateways contained in other devices. So network cabling. So what are the different parts or different types of wires used in network cabling? Cabling specifications. So different cables are used for different network speeds. Bandwidth. Generally the speed of a network is measured with bandwidth. Bandwidth measures a cable speed, typically measured in Mbps. We know that 10 Mbps, 100 Mbps, like that. Maximum cable length and connector describe the type of plug. So there are different types of connectors are used for plugging networks, and we can use maximum cable length for wiring of the cables. Generally the speed of a network is measured in Mbps. Mbps means megabytes per second. And what is the speed of how to measure the speed of a network means the speed of a network is generally measured in bandwidth. It is called as bandwidth or baud rate. It is also called as baud rate or bandwidth, Mbps. So network cabling. So there are different types of network cablings are used. First one is Ethernet. means it is regularly used in our offices and homes. Very popular cabling technology. It is a 10 base T, 10 base 2, 10 base 5 cabling. Maximum bandwidth is 10 Mbps. Maximum distance is 100 to 500 meters. So Ethernet is the one of the cabling technology or cabling categories. So network cabling. So generally it is the most popular cabling, most popular technologies. And there are different types of network Ethernet cablings, 10 base 1, 10 base 2, 10 base 5, like that. The maximum speed of a Ethernet cables are generally supports up to 10 Mbps. Up to 10 Mbps they can support. So the maximum distance covered is 100 to 500 meters. Next one is fast Ethernet. So newer version of Ethernet, bandwidth is 100 Mbps. They support up to 100 Mbps. Uses Cat5. Cat5 means category 5 or greater cable, sometimes called 100 base T. Requires a switch. Generally, ordinary Ethernet, in ordinary Ethernet, we may use Nagoda half inch. Ordinary Ethernet we may use some hubs, whereas in fast Ethernet generally it supports 100 Mbps up to 100 Mbps. అక్కడ బ్రూ కాఫీ కలిపినా అది So fast Ethernet supports up to 100 Mbps speed and uses Cat5 or category 5 cables or greater cables, sometimes called as 100 base T cables. Generally, fast Ethernet requires a switch. In ordinary Ethernet requires a hub. So network cabling. So another type of cabling is gigabit Ethernet, high bandwidth version of Ethernet, 1 to 100 Gbps, Cat5 or fiber optic cables used. Video applications. For video applications we may use gigabit Ethernet. So generally category 5 or fiber optic cables are used. Speed is generally 1 to 100 Mbps. High bandwidth versions of Ethernet are used. Next, another cable is token rings. Next type of cabling is called as a token ring. Generally uses it shielded twisted pair cabling. So in token rings we may use shielded twisted pair cabling. Bandwidth or speed of the network is between 10 to 25 Mbps and uses a multiple access unit and popular in manufacturing and finance. So next important term, another important term, regularly used term is network protocol or protocol. So what is a protocol? What is a protocol? What a protocol managante cheppukunnam last class lo. Protocol is a set of rules and regulations governed by the international standard, governed by and formed by international committees for data communication and network purposes. So a protocol is a set of rules of communication and used for error resolution. Error resolution means generally in networks or data communication in networks there are some loss of data or loss of bits or loss of bytes and loss of some form of error creations are there. Defines collusion and collusion recovery. Generally protocols are used to define collusions and collusion recovery. What is a collusion? Collusion means when we join two types of networks or network traffic, generally these collisions may occur. And what are the different types of collisions and how to recover collisions, how to recover collisions and collision recoveries are used, and what are the size of the packets and what are the different types of packets and what are the different size of packets, naming rules for computers like that. So all this covers under protocols. So network protocols, there are different types of protocols are there, like TCP by IP protocol and IPX protocol and NetBEO protocol, token rings. So TCP IP is a popular protocol. TCP by IP means transmission control protocol by IP protocol. Generally it is most popular protocol used for internet. And generally IP address, what is IP means internet protocol, or IP addresses is a unique number. IP address or TCP by IP addresses are a unique number, a 4-digit unique number, ranging from 0 to 255. Example is 209.8.166.179. So dynamic host configuration protocol, or another type of protocol is DHCP protocol. So token ring. What is a token ring? Popular in manufacturing and finance, and nodes communicate when they have the token. So this is the end of the chapter or basics. All these are basic terms and terminology used for understanding computer networks.